Dallas Morning News. Has Dak completed his surgery, and do you have a little better idea what sort of time frame you're looking at here?
I do not have an update. This surgery was scheduled for this afternoon, but I haven't been updated yet.
Who's next?
Todd Archer with ESPN. What's the emotional fallout from when you lose a guy like Dak for your team?
Well, I think anything. I mean, injuries is part of it, but yeah, Dak is our quarterback. He's one of our top leaders, franchise quarterback. But it's week one, and just speaking with him last night, I mean, he'll still be a part of it every day. So, but yeah, it's part of the challenge.
Clarence Hill, Four-Star Telegram. Can we just, from watching the tape, what was the problem with the offense before Dak went out? Because there was no rhythm, no consistency.
Well, I think the biggest, the biggest challenge was when we didn't convert third downs. I mean, you can, I've done the same thing. You get done with the game, you look at the statistics and the numbers and runs versus passes, all those things. So, the biggest negative for us was third down. I mean, it's hard to get 30 rushes in a game if you're 25% third down conversions. So, I mean, we had some excellent third down conversions in the longer distances. The ones that we, from a down and distance challenge, the ones that we didn't hit were disappointing because they were definitely there.
Dave.
Mike, have you had a quarterback with a similar injury to Dak, and just in general, when you have that injury on your throwing thumb where his is, what the biggest issue is? Is it spinning the ball? Is it the strength to hold it, or all of that?
Well, it definitely starts with the grip. I mean, 1999, Brett Favre had actually 3 separate injuries to his hand, and then I think later he had a pin in his thumb. So I mean, they're all different, and obviously the hand and exactly where it is, and obviously we'll know more once the surgery's completed and so forth. But yeah, so I don't have a timeline, but yeah, I mean you're talking about a strong hand, so.
James Slater, NFL Network. Coach, was the issue with the rhythm for the offense, could anything be equated to the fact you didn't have a lot of your starters playing in the preseason?
I don't think so. I mean, I think both teams, and it was our first game. I felt good about the preparation. I think clearly you come out and have a 14-play drive like we did on offense. So I don't think that's it's clearly not an indication of not once again there's a number of things we can do better, and we had the time with the players, just broke with them. But third down was our biggest thing for the offense. We had some negative runs, but I think we had a number of explosive runs too. So there's some good things to build on, but we'll spend a little more time on third down this week.
Mike McCarthy, Dallas Morning News. Where is the team in its process of adding the third healthy quarterback to the building?
We're working through it. Frankly, I just left. I know Jerry and Will and Steve have been working on it all morning. I've been in the meetings. I just left Will and Steven, so we're having a number of discussions right now.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. How would you assess how your receivers played last night?
Well, I think number one, I thought they did a good job undercutting us. They matched everything, but yeah, we didn't get enough production in the passing game. So there's definitely things we can do better.
Does that disappoint you, even though you got some young guys there?
I mean, let's be clear. I'm disappointed we lost the game. I'm disappointed we didn't go out and take advantage of an incredible, home crowd. I mean, just the whole evening was set up for what you look forward to start off your season. But yeah, this is not about a position or I got to do a better job. We got to be better. So we got to be better, and they matched us. They were cutting underneath our routes, and so there's answers to that, and we got to give these guys those opportunities.
Babe Loffenberg, Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. You've experienced having to play your second quarterback before, and you did it obviously with Cooper last year. What's the one thing that you try to impress upon either your team or that player?
I think the biggest thing is, especially at the quarterback position, because obviously the importance of it is don't overreact to it. Just like the things I look back on, the week of preparation. Do we overreact to Tyler playing his first game left tackle? So I mean, because at the end of the day, we got to make sure we're giving the players the tools to win the game on Sunday. So, and the nice thing about Cooper is, Cooper's been in our system, knows our system inside and out. So, we won't be able to, we won't be in that position of trying not to do too much, or vice versa. So, Cooper gives us the ability to keep playing.
Sure.
Mike Drury, Epstein with USA Today. You, Jerry, and Steven have now all mentioned that Cooper knows the system. You don't have to change the offense. But given what the offense did yesterday or didn't do yesterday, where does the offense most need to change to be successful?
Well, I wouldn't say we need to change. You just need to be better. So, I mean, I think there's definitely a difference there. So, and we need to be better at the things that we've been working on all through camp. We're I can tell you right now, we're not changing a bunch of plays. We're not, we have 8 installs that give us a very healthy menu. The things the concepts that are repped, they're ready. We just got to execute better on Sundays. That's the outlook.
And on a related note, the 10 penalties yesterday, how much do you chalk up to first week of the season, guys playing together for the first time in the regular season versus some of the lingering issues from last year?
Well, I think the biggest thing is it's the pre-snap. So we discussed. Hey, Terrence Steele is fine of a young professional that I've worked with. So I mean, this is not something that I have high concern about. I mean, he'll be better there. The combative penalties, you have those, but the discipline in it, you just keep working it. And frankly, it's our first live action. Veteran football team, good football team. So, but the pre-snap penalties, we definitely need to get rid of those. I mean, there's just no place for them.
Anyway.
Billy Scruggs, NBC5 Dallas. Mike, what do you say to your fan base? Number of people who are out there right now, they're panicking and you feel like the season's over. What do you say?
I'll just say this: just stick to the journey. I mean, our theme this year is resilience. We knew that we were going to have challenges. You can't get to where you want to go without them, and we got a bunch in week 1. So, we're just charging forward. I mean, I really like the energy and the communication in the meetings today with the players. So the only thing they ask me is just keep believing in us, and I do believe in them. I love our locker room. I think we definitely got the right people. We need to be better than we were yesterday. We recognize that. So I can tell you, their work ethic is extremely high. The belief and understanding is very high. We need to perform better. I got to perform better. So that's where we are.
Mike, for anyone that thinks that you need to go outside and get a quarterback to replace Dak Prescott, you say?
Well, we'll look at those things. I mean, like I answered earlier, we definitely anticipate making some roster moves, probably by tomorrow.
Mike.
Pass protection for running backs. I know there were 4 sacks in the second half. I was just kind of curious how you evaluated that aspect of the game.
I think there's things, once again, just like anything in pass protection, it's the recognition, the pre-snap, and the anticipation. They hit us with a new blitz. Then they hit we call it Fonzie, the blitz that we practiced. We were anticipating. They usually run it twice a game. So at the end of the day, the recognition, the anticipation, and the technique. So that's all part of it. And once again, just like everything else, we will be better, and we'll focus on that. And but those are 2 good linebackers. I mean, those guys have played together a long time too. And the point I'm making about that is, their anticipation in the speed and in the picks and all those things. They do a good job of it.
Mike, Jonah Javad, WFAA. As Dak was running off the field, it seemed like there were a lot of fans booing. I think there was something thrown down at him when he was going up the tunnel. I'm not sure if you've heard any of this, saw any of this. Your reaction, what is it?
It's the first I've heard of it, so I don't have any reaction to it.
Is it the fans booing their starting quarterback running off the field?
Well,
You have no reaction to that?
so you tell me, so it did happen?
There are videos showing Dak leaving the field, and he's getting booed.
Yeah.
I'm curious what your reaction is to those fans that were booed.
Well, the fans, number one, the fans are fanatics. That's part of it. They're into the game. They're passionate. They want to win. So that's part of the arena. That's part of competing in the arena.
Patrick.
Hey, Coach, Patrick Walker, DallasCowboys.com. One of the positives for an offense that struggled yesterday was Ezekiel Elliott. He ended up averaging 5.2 yards per carry. And this was with some question marks from the interior offensive line. Can you talk a little bit about how you can kind of lean on that going forward as the wide receiver group and the quarterback trying to get their things sorted out?
I thought we did some really good things in the run blocking part of it. I thought the two the left guard and left tackle played well. So we really weren't concerned about that because felt really good about the preparation. And Matt played well just on limited reps. So it's definitely something we need to continue to build on. And I thought Zeke and Tony did a nice job running the ball.
Mike, with the quarterbacks that you're looking at, is it a veteran quarterback that has experience, or is it, kind of all of the above of what you're thinking about for the third guy?
Well, I got a list right here of every quarterback in the league. So we're talking. It's a long conversation.
Yeah, David.
Mike, updates as far as J-Ron Curse and Connor McGovern and also Basham as well.
Yes, J-Ron, he will not be available this week. Connor will not be available this week. And we're still waiting for the testing on Basham.
Jane.
Jane Slater, NFL Network. Coach, I know you don't believe in excuses, but do you feel like you just can't catch a break? As you're heading into year 3 and it looked like you had a quarterback that was healthy heading into the season and a roster that you felt fairly confident about?
It's football. I mean, it really is. I've lost my starting quarterback before. It's unfortunate. Frankly, my emotion goes to the person because I know how much these guys put into this. So, but yeah, I mean, it's all part of the challenge, and I think it makes it even more sweeter when you get to where you want to go.
What kind of conversation did you have with Dak in the locker room after last night, especially when you're coming off last week when there was just a nervousness about the ankle, and now we're talking about thumb?
Well, we talked about a lot of things. Spent some time with him last night. I think just the biggest thing was, Dak's personality. I mean, he would have had the surgery last night if they allowed it. So that's the way he's wired. So we talked just specifically about moving forward. When it happened, things like that. So we talked about a number of topics.
Michael.
I believe you have 7 rookies on your kickoff return
Yep.
unit. The field position was an issue, certainly in the first half. What did you guys see when you evaluated that? Is that just a young group that needs to continue to come together?
I actually have not done special teams yet. I'll do that with John just based on the way our schedule was this morning. So that's the last segment that I'll watch.
Kyle.
How much do you look at the 2013 Packers when you guys were out without Aaron for a while and you kind of steadied the ship there late and ended up making the playoffs? Is that something you kind of draw your experience from?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we're all products of our experiences, and we lost Aaron in 13 and again in 17. So, been through it twice. 13 was a challenge. Scotty Tolzien is on our staff. He played that year. I think we had 4 quarterbacks play that year and made the playoffs. So, I think you definitely, it's just not like you have a plan that you dust off. But I think what it does teach you is just don't overreact. Keep things in perception and just how things are looked at. Just don't overreact to it. And I think resilience being our theme is perfect. I wish I would have had. I wish the thing would have been win the home opener maybe, because it would probably have gone better. But no, I just think you just stay the course and it's we'll get to where we want to go.
Coach, Kyle Gilman, DallasCowboys.com. You said with Connor McGovern not being available this week, could you see Jason Peters getting a couple snaps at guard and working in there?
Well, right now, Jason Peters is I put him more like in the ramp up, the part of training camp. So that we'll see where he is tomorrow.
Close out with Babe.
Babe Loffenberg, I don't know if I repeat Dallas Cowboys Radio Network, but
That's optional. That's up to
okay,
you.
okay. We've got a whole presser here without talking about the defense. They gave up 1 touchdown, field goal on a short field after the interception. Just how happy were you with the way they played?
Yeah, I thought our defense did a lot of good things, and I think it's, obvious just on how many guys we had up too. I mean, it's a group that has a lot of depth. And that's what I did like about them, is there's just no drop off, regardless of who's in there. So, but yeah, I thought they did some really good things. Third down, was definitely something that, they kept giving us a chance, and that's, frankly, that's part of the reason why I punted, as late as I did. So I felt like they were giving us chances to get back and hopefully get the field position, get a 3 and out. So I thought they did a solid job.
Good.
Good.
You, Mike.
Thank you.